Hello! Today I'll show you how I made my Chinese knot keychains. There are two sizes shown in this tutorial, large and small. I'll go over the basics so that even beginners can follow along. Feel free to ask questions and use timestamps. Before we move on, let's talk about how 91% of you aren't subscribed. If you like my content, click that sub and like button. I appreciate it a lot. For this video, I'm using a 2.5mm pink nylon cord. If you want a large knot, cut off a meter. For a small knot, I cut around 29 to 30 inches. It's better to have it slightly longer than to have it too short. I'll show two methods on how to make the first half of the knot. Regardless of which method, they'll lead to the same result. First of all, even out the string and fold it in half. Pinch the string at 7 or 8 centimeters for a small knot, or 10 centimeters for a large knot. Then you're going to make a second loop on the right side. It should be around the same size, or it could be a little bit smaller. Repeat that on the left side. Personally, I find the first method harder because I have smaller hands. You have to keep pinching and hold everything in place. Next, grab the bottom two strands and place them on top. They should be in between the left and top loop. Grab the left loop and fold it over like this. It should be in between the top and right loop. Fold the top loop over the previous loops. This part can be really tricky to hold. Notice this hole on the bottom. Grab the right loop and place it through the hole. Make it past the bottom two strands. Pull on all the ends to tighten it. You don't need to pull it too tightly at once. You should have something like this. It's sort of the same, but I find the second method easier to hold. First of all, even out the string and fold it in half. Pinch the string at 7 or 8 centimeters for a small knot, or 10 centimeters for the large knot. Then you're going to make a second loop on the right side. I hold it in place with my thumb and middle finger. It should be around the same size, or it could be a little bit smaller. Repeat that for the left side. So far, it should look something like this. Hold everything in place with your fingers. Next, grab the bottom two strands and place them on top. They should be in between the left and top loop. Grab the left loop and fold it over like this. I wrap it on my ring finger to hold it. Fold the top loop over the previous loops. Hold it in place by squeezing it in between my thumb and middle finger. On my thumb, you can see two strands. Grab the right loop and place it through the hole. You should have these 3 loops. Pull on all the ends to tighten it. You should have something like this. Flip your knot upside down. Basically, you'll repeat the same steps as part 1 but upside down. Grab the left loop and fold it over like this. Fold the bottom loop over the previous loops. Take the right loop and fold it over. Grab the 2 strands and place them through the hole. Pull on all the ends to tighten it. You don't need to pull it too tightly at once. You should notice the outer corners. You can get a better look at it on the other side if you need to. Start pulling on the corners to make 4 more loops. They don't have to be big. Keep pulling it until you like it. You may notice the cord loosening or the 3 loops getting smaller. That's normal during this process. Just pull on all 4 ends to tighten everything. Now you're done tying the knot. You may have one string that's longer than the other, so we're gonna cut that. To seal the loose threads, I heard you can burn nylon cord, but I don't trust myself with fire, so I use clear nail polish, and I apply it on the end of the strings. But before I do that, I'm adding beads. This is an optional step. If you want to add beads, make sure that the bead holes are large enough to slide through. The bead hole for this is 3mm, which is large enough for my 2.5mm cord. Normally, my other beads won't fit. After you place the bead, tie a small knot. Pull on it tightly to secure it and repeat it on the other side. Now I'll show you how to add a chain of beads. Grab your wire or hehe pins and your beads. Right now I'm using a 6mm bead with a 20mm pin. If you're using larger beads, then you'll need a longer size pin. Grab your round nose pliers. Place the end of the pin in between the plier tips. I place it somewhere near the middle of the tips. To create a loop, bend your wrist downwards. Keep doing it until it appears to be a circular shape. It's okay if it's not fully closed right now if you want to attach another bead. If you want to open a loop, then you repeat the same step, but bend the wire the opposite direction, upwards. You can straighten the wire with double nylon gel pliers. I can't show it in this video since I don't have one. I'll demonstrate with my one-step blueprint on how to make a loop. I have a tutorial if you want to learn how to use it. Definitely check out my tutorial playlist, I'll link it down below. Moving on to the next bead and repeating the same steps. I won't close it all the way right now since I'm attaching another bead. I'm grabbing the previous bead and placing the loops together. To close the loop, I use my flat nose pliers and press it down. Double check the side to see if the wire is aligned to the middle. Remember to close the loops on every side for every bead when you're finished. You wouldn't want it to fall apart. For the bottom beads, I prefer to use a flathead pin. You could also add charms instead of beads, it's up to you. Basically, repeat the same steps for the eye head pins. Your chain of beads should look something like this. I'm going to attach it to the middle of the knot. To do this, you'll need jump rings. I'm using a 6mm jump ring with a thickness of 1mm. I recommend thick jump rings because it's more secure. I prefer using 6mm ones because it looks proportionate. If it's hard to hold, you can use your pliers. Place your chain of beads and place the ring near the middle. I like it near the bottom string, but you can place it anywhere. Now I'll use my other plier to help close the ring. Finally, we can attach a keychain clasp. I'm using a 8mm jump ring for this heart keychain, but you can use any size you like as long as it fits. Make sure to close the ring properly and double check that everything is secure. You may need to tighten the knot loops if it loosened. That's all for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.